Hello everyone, welcome to Caroline's Craftery. Today we are doing week 22 of the CCT 52 challenge. Can't believe we're already at week 22. This is awesome. Hope you're following along. No rules, just guidelines. It's meant to have a little bit of fun, use up your stash, and think outside the box. We're going to roll the dice. The green decides what we're making, the red how many. So we are doing a 5, embellishment, a tab, dangle, paper clip, etc. You decide what an embellishment is. And we only need 2 prompts. We've been getting off really easy lately. It makes me worry of what we're going to end up with one day. Just going to mix these up a bit and let's see what we get. We got 1 and we got 2. Let's see what we need to work with this week. We have string, rope, wool, thread, something like that. And we have a favorite color. Well, if you know me, if you've been watching my channel, you know we're going to be doing something purple because purple is my favorite color. So this should not be too hard, I wouldn't think. So like I say, a tab, a dangle, paper clip, etc. Something along those lines. So let me go and find these 2 things. Shouldn't take long. It's going to take longer to decide what am I going to make rather than gathering up the stuff. So I'll be right back to make the project. Okay, so we're going to make a dangle. I've got a bunch of purple flower fibers, strings, wool, etc. Some embroidery floss. I got a bright purple feather that has a thing on the end so you can like string it onto something, and then a whole bunch of other little goodies. So I've got these here. Now these are just crocheted. I just had some crochet cotton and I just crocheted beads onto the string. And I like to use them in my dangles and whatnot. So got 3 of them in different colors. Everything doesn't need to be purple. There is purple. Now I'm going to, how long did I cut these? I cut them, now they're probably 12, 13, about 14 to 15 inches. Just a variety of different kinds. And I'm just going to kind of lay them down. And like I say, I used a variety of colors. And different kinds of fibers. This is a great and easy way to make a fiber dangle. And then we got a couple of these purple. Okay. I've also got this ring. It is about a 1/2 inch. The reason I'm using this is I've got a whole bunch of them. So I quite often use these for my dangles. So I'm going to get those and I'm going to kind of twist them just a couple of times. Now the only reason I'm doing that is to kind of bunch them up in the middle. Now you almost need 3 hands for this because I'm going to try and get all of these through this loop or what do I call that? A ring. And now I'm just going to pull these through. Now you can make these any length, any size that you want. I'm going to try to get it kind of even. So I'm just, you know, they're all different lengths, and that's okay. So let's get that. I'm not going to worry too much about having fibers stick up there, but it does make it easier to tie. Now all that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my string and get it about halfway. I'm just going to put it there. I'm going to hold it with my one hand, and I'm just going to wrap it around probably twice. I think should be enough. And then I am just going to tie this. Now I tie it 2 times, like the start of tying your shoe, but I do it twice. And that's going to give me a little, hold on, my wraps came undone. Let's do this again. Okay, there we go. Now let's try and hold this. Gotta have my strings up at the top. You want to use a string that is fairly strong. I'm just using a embroidery floss because I have a ton of it. Now, I don't know how well you can see this because my fingers are probably in the way. But just like you're going to tie your shoe, but I've gone and wrapped it twice around. And that's going to just hold my knot a little bit tighter. I'm going to pull slow because I want my wraps to tighten up, not create little bulges. And one more. Now, okay, now I want to try and put this feather on. Now I'm not sure how this feather is going to lay on here. So it'll be an experimental thing. And I think that should be okay. Now let's tie another knot because we want to hold that feather on. I don't want the feather to like jump up in the air. That's okay. And then another knot. And then these are actually going to fall down and go into the dangle. Like they're going to become part of the dangle. So let's trim those off. These dangles are quite easy to make. I think they are. And that needs to come onto this side though. So then, ideally, I probably should have put that feather like on like a piece of chain or something. But I think it'll hang okay because it's going to hang. I don't know. It's hard to show you something that hangs, but the feather should hang fairly level even. So now I'm going to just try and trim up anything that's like super duper long. Most of them are fairly close to where I want them. I find that usually when you start trimming them off, the next thing you know, some are too short. And it's not really important if there's some sticking out or not. So then we've got that there. Now let's just going to go over here. Hold on. And I'm going to get a purple bulb pin. And that's going to go on the top. Now I could hang this on the journal a few different ways. Like it could go quite easily on the outside, and that's probably eventually where I will put it. But for now I'm thinking I'm just going to hook it on inside here. And then towards the end of having the journal finished, then I will decide, should I put it on the inside, the outside, etc. And I'm going to actually hook it that way instead of on the bulb pin. So there we have a fiber dangle made with string, rope, wool, thread, and our favorite color is purple. I like it. I love doing dangles this way. They're normally very quick, very easy. It's a great way to use up all kinds of fibers. I quite often will put strips of fabric in it as well. And the beads just kind of give it a little bit extra dimension, just something a little fun in there. So an easy project overall. Hope you like it. Hope you'll also try making these. And I look forward to see what you do with week 22 of the CCT 52 challenge. Check out the links below. There is a few links to different channels that are doing the challenge as well. So if you're taking part in the challenge and you have a YouTube channel or a Facebook page, please let me know, because I'd be happy to supply a link to your channels and your groups. And we will see you soon. Bye for now.